What's going on, guys? It's been a really long time since I made a video over here, but let's get straight to the content. So, do your ex's feelings fade during no contact? Well, first, let's get this out of the way that your ex's feelings have already faded, okay? I get this question a lot. So I have a TikTok that has grown to about 113 or so thousand followers, and I get a lot of DMs over there. And the TikTok is called Coach Kyle, if you guys are interested in following me over there. I don't typically answer DMs. I just use those questions to make videos about. And I use, of course, people do coaching with me and all that, which is in the description box if you're interested, by the way. It's through the StanStore link. But the most important thing is, like, a lot of people are coming at their breakup or facing their breakup from the, like, you're just getting hit with it now. And they've been thinking about it for several weeks. And when a breakup happens, this is another thing I want you to understand about breakups, is when they have decided to break up with you, they formed an idea. This idea begins as just a thought. And of course, as every week that goes by, what they do is they start to emotionally attach themselves to this idea, and the idea becomes more solid as each week goes by. Then they put a little bit of distance, and maybe they go and do something that it looks, like, awesome, like, this is great. So maybe they'll go out with their friends and they'll stay out a little later, or they'll go somewhere and do something that they never said they would go do, or maybe they start hanging out with their friends that you don't like, whatever's weird. And when they start doing that, they start to go, the idea of breaking up actually does look good. This is what my life can be like all the time. And they're completely missing something. And the idea is that, of course, missing you. But next point is, most important lesson here is knowing that how feelings work and that they're based on attraction. Negative energy is what drives attraction down. So this is when people get complacent in relationships. People get lazy, of course. People get insecure, right? And when anything that makes them look at you and perceive you in a negative way drives attraction down. And when attraction falls, love, which is closely tied together with it, falls as well. So right now, they don't really care about the relationship enough. And right now, they are in complete control. They have the power. So when you get dumped, you have no control and they have all of it. So getting them back is about taking your power back and taking back control, which takes time. Give them time, give them space. I say this. Normally, you don't have a timeline, but if I had to put a timeline on it that I see the most movement, it's after about 90 to 120 days of strict no contact, strict nothing, like zero. And the reason why is the relief stage, which is the first stage. They're relieved to be out of the break. They're out of the relationship. They're happy to be on their own. This is the first step to their dream state to see if the grass is greener. So when they're in this state, this is when they're going to be the hardest to get through to. And this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to get through to them. What can I do? What can I do to make them love me? What can I do to make them, want to be with me? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Right? And you're looking for every strategy. You're looking for every piece of information. You're looking for anything that you can do. And right now, that's not how this is going to work. Okay? They need to go through this relief stage for a little while first. And sometimes they do come back around this time. I've seen it happen, but it takes time. It takes patience. And usually people screw up this stage for about a month. So you're going to push them even further into the relief stage, because people will reach out to me they'll reach out to and start looking for help after about a month of fucking up, basically, right? So they're happy that they finally went through with the decision, and they've been thinking about it for quite some time. Again, this is that dream solidifying. No contact helps bring that attention and attraction back up towards you, especially if you really improve yourself during this time, which is exactly why I offer and talk about self-improvement. Okay? One of the biggest things I talk about is called 100 units of time. Most people that come to me are wasting time. They're wasting time, and they're wasting precious energy on things that don't matter. Video games, right? Stupid friends that don't, et cetera, et cetera. You guys should be focused on your money. You guys should be focused on, of course, working out, hitting the gym and all that shit. You guys should be focused on that, making your life extremely attractive and, of course, increasing status, blah, blah, blah. Because let's say she came back tomorrow. How different are you really? And that's the biggest thing that I got hit with when I went through breakups. When I was going through breakups, I was the same dude when I wanted them back. And the girl that was going after knew it. She was like, why would I go back? I just broke up with you. Why would I go back to this now? Oh, I'll make these changes. Okay, well, why didn't you make them when we were together? Right? There's never a good answer. So once time goes by, then they'll have that in their brain, how much time has gone by. They're going to go, maybe they are different. And they tend to look at the past through rose-colored glasses. So maybe he's different. Maybe he's better. Maybe he's learned some shit. Maybe, right? So they'll ring you up. And of course, you know what a lot of people do? They screw the reattraction process up. And that's, of course, why I do coaching and tell you what to do. No contact helps bring attraction back up. So when you guys understand how attraction works, it's very easy to get somebody to go, maybe breaking up with you was a bad idea, because you're going to see the mistakes you were making and the negatives that you were doing, basically. So the issues are still going to be there at the end of your relationship, okay? And that's why I said, if they were to come back today or tomorrow, would you be different? Because you need to work on those actual issues. I see people with communication problems all the time. I see people that don't know how to communicate. They have all these attachment issues. And you need to fix those things, and you need to work on those things, because again, they need to think the relationship's going to be better, a better version of itself. And to get there, guys, and this is the last point, wondering about you. They need to wonder about you. They need to wonder if losing you is really what is really good for them. When they get to this stage, it's called the curiosity stage. This is stage 2. This is where they begin to wonder about you. Most people can't make it through stage 1 because they just keep reaching out and they keep screwing up because they can't control their emotions. So wondering about you is absolutely key. They need to get to this stage in order to even think about coming back to you. And I know there's going to be somebody in the comments that's like, oh, just move on, right? But when you're in this stuff, it is hard to just think that way. So again, that's why I want you guys to work on yourselves, okay? Whether it's through me, whether it's on your own, reading the book Letting Go, reading a Corey Wayne's book, just get the information in your head and become aware. And and after all this time that I've been doing this, I've worked with quite a few people, and I have made quite a few people really improve. I have a long-term coaching program. They really improve. Just first of all, their awareness. So if you're not even aware of how to even talk to girls, for example, because in order to get a woman, that's one thing, but keeping a woman's a whole different game. And if you're not even aware of how to communicate properly, that's one. But focus on when you're focused on your cash and you're focused on your own self-improvement and understanding letting go and understanding the energies that really attract things into your life. You're going to be the same guy you were if she comes back around. She needs to truly believe, and you truly need to let go. So a lot of people do fake no contact and fake letting go. You can't do that because they're going to know. So if you guys are interested in working together, let me know. It's in the description box. Do this, guys. Do this work. It is huge. Okay. So do they fade? They're already faded. Okay. Do they fade more? Depends. Most people chase and pursue. So don't do that. See you in the next one.